Friend, can I just say something gently but honestly? Thanksgiving was never meant to be a casual holiday. It wasn't born out of peace and comfort or abundance. It was born out of heartbreak, division, and national grief. In 1863, the United States was in the middle of the Civil War. Brothers were fighting brothers. Families were literally divided. A nation unsure if it would even survive. And right in the middle of that sobering moment, when all hope felt gone, lost, Abraham Lincoln declared Thanksgiving a national holiday. Not after the war, not when everything was restored, not when life felt safe again, but right in the middle of chaos. And I think that matters more than we realize today because it tells us something about what Thanksgiving was always meant to be. It wasn't created to celebrate comfort. It was created as an act of hope, of humility, of spiritual alignment. It was a deliberate moment to remember God, even when circumstances did not make sense. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what our hearts are longing for. Lincoln's proclamation wasn't fluffy or sentimental. It was deeply spiritual. He called the nation to pause and solemnly, reverently, gratefully acknowledge the gracious gifts of the Most High God. This wasn't about turkey. It wasn't about aesthetics or tradition. It was about posture. It was about a nation choosing to bow its head and remember who was really holding them together. And when I look at our world now, the division, the arguments, the fear, the tension, I can't help but see the parallels here. We're different now, of course, but are we really emotionally, spiritually, relationally? We are weary. We are divided. We are uncertain. And yet the invitation remains the same, to choose gratitude, not because life is easy, but because God is faithful. If you follow Thanksgiving through history, you'll notice something really powerful. The most meaningful Thanksgivings didn't happen in perfect seasons. They happened in fragile ones. In 1863, during the Civil War, gratitude, while the country was literally tearing itself apart. We have the late 1930s, before World War II. Americans aware of global unrest, tension rising, fear on the horizon, gratitude mixed with unease. 1945, after World War II, not just celebration, but deep relief, mourning, reflection, and humility. Gratitude, not because it had been easy, but because it had been endured. Thanksgiving has always carried weight and depth and meaning. It's been a reminder that survival, unity, and peace are never guaranteed, but God's presence is. Somewhere along the way, we softened it, we simplified it, we made it cozy and convenient, and now it's food and football and shopping and background music, and none of these things are really wrong. They're part of a celebration, but Thanksgiving was never meant to be only atmospheric. It was meant to shape us. It was designed to pause us, to humble us, to realign us. And I wonder if we've lost a little of the sacredness of that moment, not because we're bad people, but because comfort is so much easier than courage. What if Thanksgiving isn't just about gratitude, but about bravery? Bravery to address the relationships that are strained, bravery to speak the words that we've been avoiding, bravery to enter the conversations that feel uncomfortable. God has never called his people to hide from hard things. He's always called us to walk through them with truth, humility, and trust. And gratitude, real gratitude, doesn't ignore the pain. It faces it, but with faith. The brave Christian life isn't loud or perfect or polished. It's intentional. It's willing. It's rooted in trust that God can redeem what feels broken. And here's the undertone in all of this. God always has a plan. He is not absent. He is not surprised. He is not scrambling to fix the things that we've messed up. He is steady. He is present. He is faithful. Maybe it looks like choosing to extend grace instead of holding on to bitterness, speaking peace instead of fueling division, listening instead of defending, apologizing instead of protecting pride. Maybe bravery isn't fixing everything. Maybe it's simply choosing to show up differently than you would have before, but with gentleness, with humility, with intentional gratitude that says, God, I trust you, even here. Because the truth is, God has brought his people through worse before, and he'll do it again. So let me ask you something, friend. Where have you chosen comfort over courage? Where has God been nudging you to step in instead of stepping back? What conversation, what decision or truth have you been avoiding? Not because you don't care, but because it feels really scary. Thanksgiving might be the exact moment that God is inviting you to practice brave faith. Not perfection, not pretending, just obedience with grace. Thanksgiving isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about remembering who God is, even when everything isn't fine. It's about choosing to be a people who honor the cost of unity, who respect the depth of history, who remember that faith has always been forged in the fire, not the comfort. And maybe this year, instead of rushing through the moments, we pause, we remember, we choose courage because we're still in the making and God is not finished with us yet. And friend, he's still good. He's still near, and he's still writing a bigger story than we can see right now. I truly hope that you have a very, very blessed Thanksgiving Day and that you get to celebrate it with the ones that you love. I have gone through Thanksgivings that are very lonely, and I have gone through Thanksgivings that are very full, and I understand the difference. But in one thing, one consistent thing is God is always there. So live brave and live intentionally. God loves you. If this season is revealing more than you expected, you are not alone. That awareness may be pointing to something deeper, something rooted in how you see yourself and who you believe you have to be. That's the heart behind my winter coaching package, the Identity Reset Begin with the Roots. It's a guided program created as a gentle space to explore and strengthen your identity in truth. You can learn more in the show notes whenever you're ready.